Might not be as hard as I thought it was going to be. My drone, if you remember, fell in the water right there. I had no idea it really gets this low. Odds are someone else has already found it with the water this low. I hope not. I mean, the bottom is rock. It should be sitting there, right? Do you see it yet? Probably won't even need a metal detector. Or my grippers. Looks a lot different without water. There's my drone right there. Well, that was easy. I get my phone out and take a picture for my bride. I really thought we were a lot further out, and we're not 25 yards from the bank, if that. So, that's good news. Now I'll have to start a full video on restoration of a drone. Believe it or not, I have seen it done. There are so many rocks out here that look like arrowheads. But since this is Alabama power property, aka the rock worshippers, you're not allowed to touch them, look at them, smell them, or save them. But I didn't put on this giant green bean for nothing. I thought the water was actually going to be up a little bit. God, it's neat out here, isn't it? Look how clear the water is. Honestly, I would rather, it'd be nice to have water here to put a boat in all the time, but I would rather have this in my yard than a river. I wonder if there are arrowheads out here. I took notice that my video on my new bulldozer isn't gaining much interest. It's okay, it's still fun. I know some of y'all want to see it. I'm excited about it. I think we're gonna make our way up the middle and head back up there and see if we can find an arrowed head. There's a bottle. We'll take that out. Put it with our stuff. Before, this was all backed up into Lake Wedowee. There was probably just a little either wet weather stream or a stream running through here, and that's what I try to go to in my head to figure out where the water may have been. I want to get this out of my hands, but I don't want to throw it. We'll put it right there. That's our semi walkout area. I don't need a letter of appreciation because I just got a bottle out of here. That glass, even if broken, would turn and turn and turn and turn and not be sharp after a while. Look at that mica. Isn't that cool? That's actual, I've got a big old chunk of that. That stuff's actually, I don't know if the word's toxic or what it's called. I did not know there was mica out here. I mean, I knew there was in some other parts around Wedowee, but this stuff was used and still is used for a lot of stuff. It peels off in little completely see-through sheets if it's bigger than that. Isn't that cool? So there might be some cool stuff out here after all. Let's keep going and see. So the clay track, aka Oliver Dozer, wasn't an impulse buy. I had been looking at it for a while. Been watching it and watching it. The hardest part was getting a reply from the fellow selling it. But finally did that. And got it to the house. It cranks up like a new car when it's just been sitting there for a while. Cranks up without a problem, but after it runs, like I've said in the videos, about 20 minutes, it gets to spitting and sputtering. And that fella knew that. But I'm okay with it. I didn't win the lottery. I just gave him a little bit of money for it. If there's any shark teeth in here. This quartz looks like arrowheads. But I'm excited about it. Maybe you can get excited about it with me. If not, that's okay. It's one of those projects for old men like me. Hold on, I thought I saw something. And Paul in Texas. I think he's excited with me. I'm glad somebody's excited with me. I thought Uncle Martin would be excited. I'm wondering if he's sitting there with his hand on his forehead thinking, boy, boy, boy. I've raised you all these years, taught you the wise ways of digging holes, and you go out and spend your last few dollars on something like that. Oh, I'm sorry, Uncle Martin. I saw it. You know, it's like that Ariana Grande song. I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it. Plus, my bride said, okay, this is it. And I said, okay. Now that I'm no longer employed, that was my last major purchase. Not a major purchase to a lot of people, I'm sure, but for me, owning a bulldozer is an amazing, awesome major purchase. So let's find something. This is really a cool looking creek, isn't it? I don't know if I told y'all, but if you hadn't seen it, in the video, the bearded one is back. I didn't think he was ever coming home. That is a lot lower than I thought it was. Oh my gosh. It's weird, it was 10 degrees last week. And it's near 70 right now, and it's about 10:30 in the morning. I need to go back out there with the big rocks where I can see stuff gently sitting on the tops of the mud since it rained so much. There's little chips of mica and all this. Fool's gold. I don't know if that's actually what fool's gold is. But they say where there's quartz, there's gold. Dude, you should have took a pan out there with you. Well, I didn't know what was at the bottom of this. If you look back at some of my hunting videos, you will see the large pieces of mica and quartz you ran across. Same area. So now you're asking yourself, well man, if you knew that, why didn't you take a pan with you? Well, I did. It's in the back of the wagon. I just want to find one beautiful arrowhead. There's an arrowhead museum at the top of Chiaha. If you've never seen it, man, look how I'm going to show you that. I couldn't catch it. And the fellow that found the arrowheads in there found the arrowheads in there. He has passed away already, but everything he found, he put into that little museum. And he has some that are crystal clear like glass. There's a piece of mica right there. It looks like, I don't know why it's so fascinating to me. It doesn't take much to fascinate me. It's nice because it has been so cold, so there's no mosquitoes or anything like that. Oh, it's beautiful out here, isn't it? Probably not going to find much trash in here, although there are a few homes upstream. There may be something amazing here in the minute. If the sun would come out, we'd see one snake scrambling. There's nothing out here. Maybe no one will steal my metal detector. I don't think there's anyone out and about who would do that. Hey, there's a bird. I was just thinking to myself, where's all the birds? I just had a mosquito on my head. black rocks, red rocks, white rocks. Maybe we'll see a bear. I think there are polar bears out here. I didn't know it, but all polar bears do not come from the North Polar. Did y'all know that? Polar bears love igloos because when they bite them, they're thinking that, wow, I love these things. They're crunchy on the outside and chewy in the middle. 3 paws and a back paw and claws. Let's see. A little tiny bear or a dog? It's beautiful out here, isn't it? It just happened naturally. It just got to the time I thought, okay, I'm going to go through the natural processes of disintegrating and decaying with nothing to speed it up because no one is out here. I'll stress your truth on the Alabama power thing. They aren't necessarily worshipers of rocks. I've got a spot where I go look for arrowheads. They don't lower the water enough anymore to do that, so it's a forever secret spot now. And I actually got permission, and they said, yeah, you can go out there if you see one, pick it up, but you're not really supposed to dig or excavate or any of that other stuff. But the guy was real cool. But I did call. I think we may head back down. Let's look at this. You know what? Let's get in the woods and walk back. Maybe a shed or 3. See how many marked up trees we can find. See, here's tracks going up the side of this hill. Deer tracks. They kick in there and then they slide down. They get a bunch of mud in their toenails. I'm about to get a bunch of mud in my teeth. Oh, we made it. It's hard to snake through the woods. I'm wearing the giant green bean because my thighs rub together and create a wonderful warmth till the plastic starts melting and then my thighs stick together. Spiders are still alive. I'm getting all the webs for you. It was last summer when I lost the drone 4th of July, so it's been 7 months, 8 months. I really just want to get the card out. I'm gonna go back down here. Water's much more fun. Goodness. See? It's not. It just happens to be broke like it is. The only way to be sure is throw it. Of course, it landed right there where I can see it again. So the next time we're here, I'm gonna walk up here. I hit a tree and it bounced over here. I usually throw them farther and further. See, I walk up here and I look in here and I think, there's an arrowhead. Don't look. That way we don't know where it is. Otherwise I'm gonna be tempted to take it. Return to the land, O rock. I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm not kidding. It did return to the land. It was not an arrowhead. It just had some sneaky little breaks in it that made it look like one. But it was an unworked stone. Worked is the lingo for those who search for them as professionals. Professionals walk around and look for stuff. Amateurs don't know how to do that. Professional will walk through here and say, a human has been here before. An amateur will walk through here and say, hey, there's my footprint. Somebody out there fishing. I think I'm done. I may go out here on the banks and look for, on the high rocks, the high mud, the high dirt. And look for a point or three. See if we can find one. We're on the high rocks now. Only arrowheads get stuck up here. Nothing else usually does. So bear with me as we find one. You want to bust a myth open? You can't generally look at the size of deer print in mud and determine how big the deer is. You can see this little claws back there, but it's mud. If this same deer was walking on hard ground, it would leave a smaller mark because as its feet hit, it spreads. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Because all the mud goes between its toes. Just thought I'd share that with you. There's gotta be an arrowhead in here. Fires like this in the winter are not a good idea in the river, because anyone wanting to swim right here is going to get that nail in their foot. Yeah, I could stay out here and get them all out, but there's a lot of nails right there. Guess that's it. We'll take our little drone, and if the video works, It'll be up here in just a second. If not, thanks for watching my videos. Back at the base camp, you have to overlook the sink. People live here. Let's see. Oh, I don't want to get dirt in the sink. So we'll get a napkin and come over here and do this. People eat cereal here too. We'll take out the battery. Oh yeah, that's great. Now, I don't remember where the SD card is. It's right there. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's do this the old-fashioned way. I think that's the SD card. I should know these things, right? Are y'all ready for this? It's not a cheap SD card. So, I'm gonna dry the fingers that feed me. Open this up. 7 months in the water. Let's go see. We'll go here and here. I'll put this here and here. It's a little sketchy, ain't it? But that's okay. And let's see. Oh, I don't know why I turned sound on. We know what a drone sounds like. Back to it. Ha, DJI. DJI. This rush trying to get my groove on. Oh, I give myself a headache watching my own videos. I have no idea who those people are. I keep moving the camera as if and I'll add the real footage to the video. I just wanted to see if the card really worked. Okay, this is where I glitched. Cause I think I stopped. Let's fast forward. Ooh, I'm pretty good at the drone. Looking at the water, trying to decide if I need to go up or down. I'm going down. There's my boy swimming away like a shark. I don't know where he's going. I need to tell him don't swim over there because there's a bunch of is this not the crash footage? I need to tell him don't swim over there because there's a bunch of nails in the bottom. Okay, this ain't it. This is not the crash. So that must be the last video. Yeah, this is it. Well, maybe not. We'll put the real video on here in a minute. I'll put all the same footage at the end so it's clearer for you. Huh. Oh, that's all videos we've already seen before. So we don't have a video of it crashing. How's that even possible? Unless that last little piece was water.